Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Lucia and today I'm doing a VR to Erin, Lento, the Witch of Saturn. Her hashtag is Best Mass Market Witchy Decks. And the first prompt or category is working with herbs, and I picked this essential oil oracle cards deck by Lisa Powers. And I really love that the guidebook is very helpful, and this is a very versatile deck. So the guidebook explains all the symbols that are on the deck. We have oils, we have chakras, the oil name, the message for you, the anchor word, a trigger statement, and a true statement or embrace, like a nice affirmation. And it also gives you some information about the chakras. And also how to use, like if something is a base, what oils could be good for a base, what you can blend. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool booklet with that. And I will show you the cards. We have beautiful colors of the chakras with the cards. And we have like wild orange. And we have the symbols in the background also for the chakras. We have good fortune. And the trigger statement on this one is there is not enough. And we have true statement, I attract abundance. So we can use that as an affirmation. And then we have a message which I really love, like feel the joy you would have once you have reached your goals here and now. You will achieve your dreams fastest that way. So I really find this so versatile because I can just use the top word, the keyword there. Sometimes I can use this, I can use the chakra energy, and I can use this as an affirmation or just a message. So I use this however I like. Green for heart chakra, rosemary, this is blue for the third eye chakra, wisdom. And I really love the messages. I find I pull exactly what I need to hear. I use this sometimes with the readings on my channel. I use this for myself. And if you're into herbs and essential oils, I feel like this is a very helpful deck to make you understand the energies of the healing properties of those oils and herbs. So I think it's pretty cool. And some of the cards also, like even if you don't use the oil, some of them are, you can even use the word, like the soothing. So something that makes you feel soothing, even if you don't want to use the specific oil to soothe, like there's an energy here sometimes, you know, something that's joyful. So you can use this in so many ways. It's also gilded in this metallic gilding, and that's really pretty. So beautiful cards, very helpful, and you have a good amount of them. So you have a good amount of messages here, really nice. Working with astrology, I chose the Astro Alignment deck, and it is by Grace Duong, and I love her artwork. It's very bright and colorful. It's this box that opens up with a magnetic closure. The deck is round and it goes into this little tuck box, and we have a really nice book here. And I really love this deck because it really gives you some really good information of astrology. So I find that this is very helpful to learn. I love also that it gives you the cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs, like a nice little chart there, and with the seasons. And there's a lot of information here. We have the constellations. Very cool. Very cool. And really great book. Lots of info. And the cards, I mean, they're round. And I love a round deck. I really do. And we have a lot of information. There's a lot of cards. I keep the houses separate for now because sometimes I want to pull the house to say which area of your life is this happening, you know. So we have the sign with the house, so I like that information. And we also have some words that give you the energies or the meanings of that particular house and energy. So we have Capricorn in the 10th house. We have career, public life, and reputation. So that already gives you a little bit of something for each house. And these are the house signs. And I love that, you know, some decks come with just a house. And I love that this deck has the sign and the house together. And I think it's great for learning. I think it's great to add to readings to get the energies of what's going on. And it's small. The size is small. And it's nice if you have, you know, a spread going on and you just want to pull cards, but you don't want them to be overwhelming with the size, you know. And here we have cusps, which I think is great. We have transition, Liminality and Twilight. This is a newer one for me, by the way. Descendant, attraction, relationships, partnerships, and we have more here. See, we have the symbols here for Earth and pragmatic, grounded, and enduring. So I really feel like you have so much information, so much to work with, you know, with the elements and the astrology symbols and the moon phases. So, and we also have cards for fixed and, you know, cardinal and mutable, which I think that's awesome. So you have so much more to work with. And then you have this Gaia card also. So I just think it's very helpful, useful, and so far I haven't used it a lot, but the few times that I have used it, I have found it to be pretty accurate. I get the right, you know, it makes sense with the other cards that I draw, whether it's tarot or anything else. So I keep these separate. So I keep it so that I can, you know, see where my house cards are. So I separate them like that. That's how I use it. And I think it's another very versatile deck. Connecting with the Sabbath or seasons. I chose Seasons of the Witch, Litha Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Julia Diaz. I also have the Samhain one, and I use these mostly around that time of the year, but I also feel like this is a great deck overall. I feel like this one specifically is very uplifting, and I love the artwork. The guidebook is a beautifully illustrated guidebook, so you have all the artwork on the cards here. You can see the, you know, and I think that that is really great. So beautiful backs, gorgeous, gorgeous edging, the color. And we have these beautiful cards. We have a keyword, and the artwork is amazing. It is so beautiful, and I love the messages. The dance of stillness is calling for you to live in its embrace. And I really feel like this is so great for bringing you back to yourself. You know, I really feel like this is great for manifesting, keeping you focused, lifting you up, reminding you of who you are, what you came here for. I feel like it's very soothing, and it's a beautiful oracle deck for your practice, you know. And summer berries. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. And it's just a reminder, you know, to come back to who you are. It's a reminder to slow down. It's a reminder to have fun. It is so beautiful. Clouds crying. Be still, for it's in the act of patience, and guidance is met with clarity. So gorgeous, beautiful artwork. It's so soothing, and it's colorful, and it's the messages are beautiful, and I find them to be very perfect, you know, so perfect for what I need at that time. The phases of the moon. I chose the Zodiac Moon reading cards, Celestial Guidance at Your Fingertips by Patsy Bennett, illustrated by Richard Crooks. And the reason why I chose this, the book is nice. It comes with, you have a photo of all of the cards, like in a nice size here. And you have the messages plus a little bit more information for the message for each card. And these are the cards, these are the backs. And we also have, the eclipse in each of the zodiac signs. We have a word here, keyword, collaboration. And then we have a message, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. And the messages relate to the energy of this, you know, the eclipse in Aries. And I love that. So we have also not just the moon, but we also have the sun energy. So we have the moon and sun energy. So I really love that. A change in your emotional life. New moon in Scorpio, transformation. So we have the moon phase, the moon in each sign, and we have the eclipses in each sign and the sun in each sign, and the meanings and a keyword, you know, the little message. And the artwork, I feel like the artwork also is beautiful, and it speaks. I feel like you feel the energy of the card in the artwork, and I really love that. So I find this, I do have a lot of, I can't say a lot, I do have another moon deck, but I chose this one specifically because I like the messages, you know, I like the messages and the artwork, and It's really beautiful, and I feel like it's very helpful, and it adds something else to the readings. The History of Witchcraft, and I chose Pure Magic Oracle by Andres and Gracia, and Forward by Judica Elis, and she wrote the Encyclopedia of 500 Spells. And if you want to know more history, I understand that that book has that. That's on my wish list. One day I will purchase that, but let's get back to this beautiful deck. The guidebook is amazing. You know, we have a picture of every card, beautifully done. We have, you know, what it says here, the message and a little bit more. And then we have this, you know, more of a message here. We have wisdom, and then we have this little spell. And I find this deck to be so healing, just what I need at the time. I got it at a time when I was drawn to the crows and the ravens, and we have ravens that come here. There's 2 of them, and they're back. So I'm so excited about that. But look at this beautiful artwork. We have Florida Waters, Natural Form, Enchanted Potion, Red Roses, and Cleansing. And then you go to the book, and it's just so, it's so healing. I can't explain how much I love this deck. I don't have a lot of cards here because I'm actually using it in my monthly envelope practice. Raising Winds, Magical Release, Calling Intention, Stronghold. And then you have the card number 2. So you have the number to work with, you have the artwork, and you have the name of the card and some you know, words here for a quick message. And then if you want more, you can go to the book. And I find this deck to be so soothing, so healing. I feel completely transformed after I use this Oracle card deck. And when it really changes my energy. I have to say, when I use this, it really shifts my energy. If, you know, you're going through a challenging time, or you're in your feelings or whatever, I pick up this deck, and it's amazing. And it's been very accurate so far for me in my monthly envelope practice that I'm doing right now. Working with Goddesses, and I chose Tarot Nefertari, and this is a Los Scarabea deck, and the little guidebook. You know, I never really read it before, but it tells you a little bit of Goddess Nefertari, and it tells you that she helped also govern the kingdom of, you know, her husband, who is Ramses II, the pharaoh of the 19th dynasty, and one of the greatest kings of Egypt. So that's pretty cool. And I edged this deck in black, and I love it so much. So when I first got this deck, it is gorgeous, by the way, and it has a gold foil in the background on all of these cards. And I love the black borders, and I love the artwork. And I'm not too familiar, as much as I'm drawn to Egypt, and I love Egypt. And I'm not too familiar with all of the symbols. You know, I think I'll be studying that also for the rest of my life, same as tarot and astrology. I was worried, you know, I was drawn to this deck, but I was also worried that I was not going to be able to read with it, but it reads so well for me. Even though I don't understand all of the symbols, I get the message, and it's a very powerful, special deck for me. You can see that I use it because it's a little bit worn on the sides, but it's not one I use every day because I'm really drawn to the top, but I do have this on me pretty much, and it's usually on me right now when I do personal readings for people. Every now and then you'll see this come out on my channel. I really love it, and it's been such a great reader for me. It's very different from the standard tarot, but I feel like it speaks, and the message, I get it, and I don't know, I feel guided, I feel protected when I use this. It's a really beautiful deck, and for me, a really beautiful reader, very special deck. I will always have this deck with me, on me, or I will keep this one around for sure. I haven't given away any of my decks just yet, or sold them, or anything like that. Right now, I'm still wanting to work with all of them, and I have quite a few. So, but this one is the one that's close to me, always around me if I need to get to it, you know, and use it. So very beautiful, and one of my very favorites. Look at that moon card. Oh, so beautiful. Myth, lore, legend, and fairy tale. And for this, I chose the Lover's Path Tarot. And it comes with a guidebook. I haven't really read it, but the guidebook I do want to show you. It has all of the cards, and it has who's in the cards. So it will have the name like the Fool, and then the lovers will be Tamino and Pamina, and each one has like a couple. So this is like a love tarot deck. This one has Merlin and Vivienne, and then it gives you a little story of them, and then it has like the meaning, you know, of the card. So I think that's pretty neat. I don't use this deck a lot, only because I find it's a very quick reader. It's beautiful, by the way. This deck is gorgeous. I did edge it in a red and orange, so I did like even numbers, one color, and odd numbers. I think the odd was a red and even is orange. I trimmed it also, so you only see a little bit of the names of the cards. So the Four of Staves is the Four of Wands. These cards are so beautiful. I do not use it a lot because I find it to be a quick reader. So every card is based on a story of two specific, you know, whoever they're talking about, that have, that are all from legends and stories like that. So I think it's such a cool idea for a deck. I think it's very unique. But when I read with this, I feel like the messages, they don't go deep for me. That's my own personal experience, and that may change. So I haven't reached for it a lot, but it's been on my mind. And then I decided to do this VR. So it's so funny because now I'm getting to look at it again. And it is, I mean, it's gorgeous. And I did use it for relationship readings in the beginning, but I've also used it just for overall like emotional energies, because, you know, we deal with people in our lives, not just, you know, love situations either. So, but I also found it to just give me like a quick, you know, vision of what was going on. And that was it. Like, I felt like I didn't go deeper. And maybe if I read the book and I study this deck, I may be able to, or maybe over time, because that has happened to me. I've used decks, and then the relationship with, or that connection to the deck, it changes over time. So it is beautiful. I would like to work with it again. Look at how gorgeous that is. The way it shows the emotions, and you see angels, and you see, I feel like it is a comforting deck also. Beautiful. I love it, but I don't, like I said, I don't grab it too much. I don't reach for it too much. And it does come with a relationship cross spread, which is pretty cool, this right here. So that's the one that I chose for that. Working with crystals, and I chose Crystal Medicine Oracle by Rachel Sharman. And I was gonna say that this gives me shamanic feelings, but actually it says here shamanism cards. And the guidebook is really nice, by the way. It is really nice. It has, I haven't used it but in a while, but when I do use it, I haven't really read the beginning, but when you read the cards, it gives you so much information. So let's say we have this feather, we have cleansing, and we have a word here that goes with the card. We have cleansing, the meaning, and then we have black tourmaline. So we have the crystal here, and we have the, you know, a meaning here, like more of what it means, the card. And then we have this medicine with the feather here, and then we have crystal information, and then we have a ceremony. So I think that that's really beautiful. So sometimes this deck, if I work with it for myself, or when I work with it for other people especially, I can feel like I've had some beautiful readings with other people with this deck. I send them that information in the book, you know, if they're into that. So we have creativity, fire, and then we have this big bite. And there's some crystals here I never heard of. We have card number, and they're round, and they're beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous. Rejuvenation, green tourmaline, plant. And then we have 23. So you have different things to work with, you know, and I love that. And the artwork is beautiful. Sacred healing, malachite, and we have medicine drum, card number 25. So I feel like you have numerology, you have the artwork, and you have, you know, the, you know, elements or whatever it is that they give you here, and then you have a crystal to work with. I feel like it's very grounding, it's shamanic, it is, and I get the right cards for the readings. I should bring this out more. I should use this more on my channel. I think I've used it when I was first starting to go online to do readings, and it is beautiful, beautifully done, and one of my favorite crystal decks. Witchy aesthetic. I chose Earthly Souls and Spirits, Moon Oracle by Terry Foss, and the reason why I chose this is, besides the beautiful cards, the guidebook is really nice. I love that you have like an illustration or like a black and white photo of all the cards, and you have the meanings and everything. You have something else here, and then you have a little intention, which I love, and you have a quote. You have a quote, and I find the quotes to be so powerful. So it's a really nice book. Lots of information. Very cool. But I really love the quotes. Like, this is confidence. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind, by Bernard Baruch. And you have the names of the people who the quotes are from. Here's another one. The imagination is the golden pathway to everywhere, by Terence McKenna. I love that. So now let's look at the cards. Beautiful backs. And this has like a witchy vibe, and it is so healing. You see the moon and you see the earth. You know, it combines those two elements. You see a lot of cats. So, you know, ravens. Beautiful. So I love the artwork. You have one keyword on each card. And I find the artwork to, like, I get lost in it and I see things in it. And I feel like this is also a great deck for scrying. So sometimes I do scry with this deck and I see more, gives me more to go with. So sometimes I pull one card and I can have a lot to say from that one card alone, just by the artwork. And then we have the keywords. So I feel like this is like a magical, very special deck for me. Love, beautiful clarity, and you see a lot of crystals and globes and moon, cats, and animals. You see a lot of earth, owls, like just the detail. And there's a lot of detail, but it's also not so much, you know, going on at the same time. So like this card right here, Radiant, there's not a lot in here, but you can feel a lot with the broom. Like, there's symbolism, and you can see a lot. Like, I think it's a great scrying deck too. One of the best decks I have for that, and I love it. I love the readings that I get with this, and I use this whenever I need it. Like, this is great for, like, you know, in the fall and that kind of time of the year. But I feel like this is great, you know, all around, you know, year round. Beautiful. Evolve, gorgeous, 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 feel good, soothing, very talkative oracle card deck. Working with animals, and I chose the Wild Unknown Pocket Animals Spirit deck. And the guidebook, I don't use it, but it's very good. I do turn to it sometimes when it comes to the spirit cards, and the spirit cards are the ones with the circle on the top. So sometimes I have to, like, you know, go to that if I can't get anything from the colors and the artwork. But it shows you the elements, it shows you the animals, and it gives you a really nice message from here. And I do find that she's an amazing artist, and I love how she picks the artwork for the meaning of the cards. So for me, this deck, I feel like it's beautiful. The colors speak to me, the artwork speaks to me, and I can feel the energy of the deck. So I just work with it like that, with what do I get with the colors. And I use this mostly for, believe it or not, archetypes, even though you can call in on this energy with the animals that are on here. But I feel like, you know, and there's insects too, but I feel like, and you have the elements, and I feel like for me, I use this for archetypes to let me know what energy is going on with the person, what's the person feeling, what's going on around them, with other people around them, what are the energies we need to bring in. You know, it's just that kind of deck for me. I feel like this is a great deck. I feel like it's very accurate also, And the artwork just stands out. I love the black and white and the splash of color here and there where you need it. And that, to me, it gives you the energy of what's going on. So, you know, depending on the energy, you see more color. Depending on, you know, if you see less energy, you know, it's less color, there could be like less energy, or some place where you need more energy, you know. So I really read it like that. I feel out the energy of it, and I apply it to however I need to apply it to my readings. And I find it's a deck that works really well. I don't grab it too much. I should bring this back. This is another one that I've been thinking about using more. Because I don't know if the people can relate to it if I'm pulling a card and I'm saying what I'm saying without relating to the animal, you know, itself, and more about the animal. Like I go by the energy, and I don't know. So I do like to use this though. I find it very helpful, and I think it's very beautiful, and I love the size. It's a pocket size, and I do love pocket size and mini decks, and I think it's very talkative. The Descent. And I chose the Dreemkeepers Tarot by Liz Houston because, first of all, this book is amazing. I feel like if you read this book, which I don't go to this book as much, but I really should, it gives you a photo of all of the cards in like a shadowy black and white kind of a color theme, but it gives you so much, and I really feel like you can learn more and go deeper with the readings if you study this book. And I really should dig deep into this book because I do feel like it'll give you a different perspective. And the tarot deck itself blew my mind because I've had this on my wish list for a while, and I bought it a few months ago, I believe, and I've been working with it, and I feel like this has become my new soul deck. And look at the artwork. It's dreamy, it's cosmic, and it makes me feel my human experience, but it reminds me of who I am. It really shows me, it kind of calls me out, but in a gentle way. And I feel like it shows me like you know, what's going on, what I need to work on, you know, the solution, the guidance. And it's full of energy. And I feel like this is another deck you can scry with. I feel like the artwork itself, I get more in the artwork. I look at a card and I can go deeper into the reading with this. Like it shows me more, and I love how she's showing the meanings of the cards and how the details. I can't explain it. It is amazing. Like I don't even think I can explain it as good as I feel what I want to say. Like this is a deck that you can feel in your soul. For me, that's my personal experience. And I love it. I feel like it's a great reader. It's one of my top favorites. I love this death card. It is very talkative, and it's talkative in a way that goes deep, and you see more. And you can see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. I love this Queen of Wands. And there's things with the moon, and there's things with the sky, and there's things with the earth, and this fogginess, the smokiness, or this mistiness, this feeling, you know, of this emotional feeling, and seeing through, you know, the veil and the symbols, you know, I can't explain it. It is just such a, like, look at this Ace of Wands. It's like peeking through the keyhole of what can become. You know, this is a beautiful way of showing what the Ace of Wands is. Like, what are you giving life to? Where do you want to go? So this deck is really mind-blowing for me. Look at that Star card. There's just so much you can read, you know, with this. And it is really a top favorite. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck. Working with runes or other divination systems. Yes, I do use crystals, I use candles, I use incense, shells. Like, I use things from different elements. I even have rocks that I collected from my backyard. And I have some sand from Egypt, which my son gifted me. It was gifted to him. We have an Egyptologist in the family. So I use all of these things. Crystals are a big thing besides tarot and oracle cards for me. So I have this mala necklace or mala that I ordered from the Sage Goddess website, and it has serpentine crystals, and it has moonstone, and it has carnelian, and the tassel colors I really love. It is it's like the sacral chakra colors and root chakra. It's like these oranges and golds, like beautiful. I feel like this gives me energy because I have some challenging symptoms, and I really feel like this it gives me energy. I feel like it helps with creativity with the moonstone, and this is also one of passion and energy with this green, beautiful green serpentine crystal. So I wear this when I do readings. I like to wear this. I don't know, I go to it. I have another one I wear on my wrist, and that is garnet crystals. And so I like to have my crystals. Usually, whether you can see them or not, I usually have crystals. Here I have my citrine, and I have my happiness crystal there. And I believe that this is lepidolite, I believe. I'm not 100% sure about that. That was gifted to me, by the way, which is very special. And then I have this beautiful shell, which was also gifted to me. My sister-in-law made that, and my mother-in-law gifted me that happiness crystal, so very special to me. And so these are some of my divination tools. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.